Hey everybody, it's Eric with Muscle Cars There coming at you from Barrett-Jackson Auction here in Scottsdale, Arizona 2024. And I've got my new best friend in the whole wide world here, Robin. And Robin, it's a pleasure meeting you, man, and have a chance to just check out these cars down on the main floor here, and came across your car and like, this is a really cool car. So, and then you're here. It doesn't happen very often that I catch an owner of a car at Barrett-Jackson, usually off hobnobbing or something. So thank you for taking time out of your schedule to meet with us and be on this crazy video here. But Robin, tell us about this car, man. What year is it?
Yeah, well, it's my pleasure to be here. This is my first time at Barrett-Jackson, and it's a real privilege. What we have here is a 1968 Mercury Cougar XR-7 GT-E. It's a mouthful,
yeah,
but it's a very limited production, early 68 car, and they only made 256 of them. And what makes it really special is it has the only side oiler 427 motor you could get in 68. Was only available in the Cougar GT-E.
No kidding.
Yes.
That's cool. So this is not only gorgeous looking, but it's got some serious beef underneath the hood, right?
Very much so.
Wow. Now, is this the original Cougar color here?
It is the original Cougar color.
Do you know what color it was?
It's called Cardinal Red.
Okay, well, that makes sense. It looks like a cardinal.
Yes.
That's in Arizona here. That's pretty cool, you know, Phoenix Cardinals and whatnot. Now, was the stripes in this car original back then to the style of the car?
They were original, and those are painted on pinstripes.
Okay.
They're only available in white or black.
Oh, no kidding. Wow. Now, tell us about these tires. Are they the original?
They are reproductions
style?
of the original, the bias ply tires, available through Coker Tire, and original NOS center caps.
That's
and those are
cool.
even the original wheels that came on this car.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty neat. Wow, and I like this emblem. I saw this emblem earlier.
This is very special.
That's pretty cool. So now 7.0 liter GTE. Now, what does a GTE designate? Grand Touring Exotic?
67, they started with the GT, which came with a 390 motor.
Okay.
And in 68, you could still get the GT, but they made a special edition package that had the side moldings and the two-tone paint, and the 7-liter designates 427 engine.
Right.
A little later in the year, they made a few 428 engines, but still 7-liter.
Now you said this is limited production, so how many of this car were made again?
They made 256 XR7 GTEs.
No kidding. And this is in exceptional condition. So has this been restored? Let's go ahead and down here by the driver's door. Has this been restored at all, Robin?
This has been totally rotisserie restored
No
from the
kidding.
ground up. Every nut and bolt, everything was totally, attention was given to every single part.
That's very meticulous. Now, did you purchase it after it was restored, or did you do the restoration project yourself, or kind of partway?
Okay. I've owned the car for 20 years.
Oh my goodness.
I bought it, it was wearing the original paint, and it needed restoration. It was a little bit more than what you could just polish it and drive it as it was.
Right.
And the hardest part was collecting the correct original grain leather for the interior.
Well, let's take a look at that right here. Now, can we open the door?
Sure.
Okay. Wow. Now that is kind of like a pebble grain, almost like a
It is. It's
almost
a
like a
pebble
football,
grain,
isn't it?
pebble grain and a smooth grain on the middle.
So
And-
now, did you have to? I'm sure you had to do a lot of research to find that particular style. Is that right, or am I mistaken?
It did take a lot because the dark red interior did not weather well to the sun.
Oh, but it faded pretty quickly.
It
didn't
did, and so I had to go through many parts to be able to get correct
Yellow.
originals.
Okay, as long as he says it's okay. All right, thank you.
And one thing you might notice is these adjustable headrests was a option available on 68. Very few cars got it. Some of the Shelby's got it. A lot of the Lincolns got it. And
How did it
This-
adjust? You just pull up and down? Or
Yeah,
you have
they
a little
just
button?
adjust up and
Okay,
down.
okay.
and then in
And I see it
69,
reclining.
yeah, in 69 they become mandatory. So all 69
Okay,
products had.
all right.
And then the other thing is the tilt-away steering wheel that you see there is also another rare option, and it flips up and over, out of the way.
Now, is that? No, that's your turn signal.
Yeah.
So where's the flip? Is the flip on the other side?
Yeah, it flips up, and when you open the door, it flips up out of the way.
Can I get in there and take a look at that?
Sure.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that gives you a lot more room to get in and out.
It sure does. This
And then
is really
while you're
good.
down there, you might have noticed the 8-track tape player that's
Oh,
in there.
dude. 8-track Fleetwood Mac,
AM
too.
8-track player.
Way to go.
And
Wow.
with enough money, you can get anything restored. So about $600 later, that AM 8-track player works.
Really?
It does.
Man, I remember one of my first car had an 8-track player in it. This is really, really cool. So the entire interior was redone, Robin?
The seats and the carpet and the headliner have been redone. The door
Okay.
panels, the dash pad, the console, the wood grain, all that is original.
Okay. Wow. This is just beautiful. And I love the color. Cardinal red, I mean, you don't get much better than that. What about, is this the sequential style?
That is the sequential turn signals, and they blink 1, 2, 3 in the direction that you're going.
That's cool.
And another interesting thing is the GT-E, part of the package besides the two-tone body color and the silver bottom color, is the taillights were blacked out and the grille was blacked out. Whereas all other Cougars of that year had chrome taillights.
Ah, no kidding. Now that makes sense. We're gonna do a little loop-de-loop here. Hang in there. All right. Wow. And this been redone? Is this original and just had to be modified a little bit?
A lot of the chrome is original.
Okay.
They do reproduce this piece, but that is actually an original one.
No kidding.
Most of the chrome on this car is original, all around the windows, and the
Really?
door glass
All this?
and everything. That is all the original chrome that's on it.
I bet it took some serious work to kind of get it fine-tuned, didn't it? Like polished and
It
whatnot?
did. They have been polished, and these side moldings, which are unique to the GT only, the only car you'll find that on, these were repolished and re-anodized just like the factory did.
Now this goes all the way down. You
The
have...
full length of the car.
Wow. You don't see that very often, do you?
You don't.
This is cool, man. Look at this. Such great condition. Now, you know, just so you know, we're coming to my favorite part of the car. As you guys know, I look at the engine as a diamond in the setting. Well, this has got a hell of a setting here. I bet the engine's just as cool, isn't it?
It does.
All right. Can we pop the hood?
Sure.
All right.
Before we pop the hood,
Okay.
I'd like to show you the hood scoop.
I like that hood scoop. I saw that earlier.
The hood scoop was hand fiberglass from the factory because they only made 256 of these cars, and so it's a faux ram air, so this is closed in.
Okay, so it's closed in right there?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
A lot of people cut that out and cut a hole in the hood to make their own version of the ram air.
Okay.
But this one here is the original one, and they were handmade. And the neat thing about being a handmade car is each one of these is a little bit different. You can't take the hood scoop off this one and put it on another GT-E because the bolts are slightly different. Handmade.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is a rare bird, man. Look at this.
So let's look at
beautiful
this
cat we
motor.
got here, buddy.
Another thing you might
And you
notice,
said blacked out. That's slick
Yes.
looking. That makes this thing look so mean, you know?
and if you go down a little bit lower, you see the fog lights. Those fog lights are from a XR7G Cougar, which was another limited production Cougar.
Really?
And I found some NOS Lucas fog lights, which were correct for the car,
Yeah?
and was able to acquire the harness and the switches and everything.
Really?
And so that's the only liberty away from stock, is putting the fog light kit
But it
on
looks like a
this car.
stock fitting, a stock area for them, right?
Yes, you could have bought it over the counter in '68.
Okay.
So included in the car is the factory valance panel, which was painted at the same time of the car. So if you wanted to go back the way it came off, you could.
Okay.
So it's included. But now let's look under the hood.
Okay. Pop the hood. There we go. Oh, look at how pretty this is. Wow. So talk to me about the engine, 427. I mean, was the engine rebuilt? Was it completely done over? I mean, what do we have here, man?
Yes, the engine is matching numbers. It came with the car. It has the original carburetor on it.
Let me get in here.
Which was, if you're missing that, you're done. You can't get another one. But it has the original one, and you might have noticed the aluminum intake manifold.
Yes,
That was unique to the 427, and then later in the Police Interceptor 428.
Okay.
But that was part of the original car, was the
so now you
aluminum intake
completely
manifold.
restored this engine compartment, everything. Did you have to rebuild the engine?
The engine has been rebuilt. It has a stroker kit in it,
Okay.
which is bored 17 over stock. I think it brings it up to like 482.
Oh, dang. Oh, darn.
Because it was easier to do that than to go back with original
Yeah, because
parts.
you just had to get rid of the... Yeah, I got you. I got you.
But all the parts...
Original pulleys, belt styles.
Yes, and even
everything.
The fan belts...
Power steering pump here, right?
Yeah, fan belts are date coded to this car's build.
No kidding.
Yeah, so if you're willing to pay twice as much for them, you can get the reproduction belts date coded the way you want.
Dude, that is so cool.
Yeah, as well as the smog system.
Yeah, don't you love the smog system back in the day?
Yeah, the smog system, most people took it off and threw it away in the first week of ownership.
Right.
So this car was missing the smog system, but they will reproduce it if you pay enough money.
Yep.
And it too has date coded stamps in it to match this date code of the car.
Wow. Standard brakes.
Well, those are power disc brakes.
Right, no, I get that, but they're standard on this car, right?
Yes, that was standard of the package.
Wow, look at this. Air cleaners is so clean. Now, was this the original air cleaner, or did you have this air cleaner clean and pallets as well?
The air cleaner is original. The lid has been re-chromed.
Okay.
And
wow, look at this. Now, these right here are the bolts coming in from your hand fabricated hood scoop, right?
Right.
That's so cool. This is so neat. Wow. So I have to ask, it's going across the auction block on Friday, right?
Correct.
Friday night, right?
Yes, it is.
So that's one of the big boys, isn't it?
That's what they're telling me.
That's pretty cool.
It's scary. It's
I gotta
really
ask,
scary.
what are you hoping to get out of it?
They're telling me that they're looking at 175 up.
No kidding.
So we'll see who gets to be the new caretaker of this car.
So exciting. I'm really excited for you, man. Robin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a sincere pleasure meeting you, talking to you about this. Stay tuned for more cool stuff only here on Muscle Cars with Eric. Till next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching that last video. I hand selected a couple videos for you to watch right now. Click here.